Don't let a busy schedule get in the way of family bonding. From interactive dinner time games to bedtime rituals, my next guest is ready to share some really easy and simple activities that will spark lots of laughter and lots of love, and also foster stronger family connections. Clinical social worker Ginger Healy is joining me to share ideas that will help your family bond. It's great to see you, sister.
Thank you.
I think sometimes when we throw around words like bonding or connection, we think it has to be some very thoughtful, almost designated period of time where this connection is being formed. You're saying no, it can be small and simple moments throughout your everyday.
It should be small and simple moments throughout your day that are just easy and fun, no pressure, no stress, that provide connection.
Do you hear from parents, Ginger, clients who say this is a struggle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we're overworked, we're overstressed. There's a lot of things going that pull us in a lot of directions. There is a lot more pressure on kids than there ever has been before. So we do have to work at it. It needs to be intentional, but it doesn't have to be hard.
Yes, intentional doesn't mean complicated.
That's right. That's right.
A lot of these are free, which
Yes.
I love, and a lot of these you could fit in the file folder of games, which we don't often
Yes.
think of games as like a bonding moment.
Yeah.
But you say games are actually a great way to do that.
Extremely important because it just makes us feel good. It relaxes us, soothes our nervous system, releases the feel-good hormones. And it's hard to be angry when you're laughing at the same time.
That's true. I also find in those letdown moments, actually that's when sometimes the big questions come up or the
Yes.
deeper conversations. If you
Yes.
don't expect it, you could be playing a game of Candyland like I was
Yes.
last Friday, and your 5-year-old can spit out, you know, some really thoughtful concerns or questions.
Yes, yes. If you were to say, "How was your day?" they would say, "Fine."
Yeah.
But a conversation starter can lead anywhere.
All right, we've got some tried and true activities. First, homemade Mad Libs.
Yeah, this is really fun. It's all about a word game where you've got a story, whether the story's already there in your erasing words or you're making up a new story but adding words in. But the trick is you have no idea which words are going to match the context of the story. It just results in this ridiculous, silly moment of a connecting, you know, everybody doing it together.
So you've written a list of random words and you insert those into a
You
story.
can do it that way, or you can have, you can say, give me an adjective.
Oh, yeah.
Give me
That's
a
right.
noun.
That's
give
right.
me a verb.
Okay. Dinner time, glow and grow. Tell us about this.
I love this one. This is where you have the opportunity to share. Everybody gets a turn. So the glow is something you shined at today, something you did well of where you're proud of yourself. And the grow is something that you want to get better at, want to strengthen yourself in. And you can use it like a talking stick, a prompt, where you're passing it around so that everybody knows you'll get your turn.
Yeah.
This is your turn to listen, my turn to share. And
Yeah.
when you share, I'll listen.
Okay, I love this. We've done highs and lows for a while.
Yes.
I think people got bored of that at our
Yes.
house, and so it evolved to something, I mean, not dramatic of evolution, but roses and thorns.
Yes.
And then we've done sweet, sour service, but
Sure.
glow and grow, that's kind of more introspective and digs a little deeper.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it also, if you know you're going to maybe do that at dinner tonight, you're going to think about it more. You're going to search for things that you want to do well in, and something that, oh, you know what? I did do well in this, and I can't wait to share it.
I am so excited to introduce that to my mac and cheese army. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. All right, this next one is called Dinner Detective. We have a little clip that sets this
Okay.
up. Let's watch.
I was a detective today. I noticed that Tyson cleaned up the patio really nice. He sprayed it down really good and got all the dirt off it really good.
I was a detective today and I noticed that Hallie did her school really well.
So it goes around the table, and you're saying something you noticed?
Yes, something that you observed. She's holding a little, you can't see it, but like a magnifying glass,
Oh,
like she's a
cute.
detective.
Cute.
What did she observe? And challenge them, what good did you observe? What did you notice?
And I can already see like the big smiles when you were noticed, when someone
Yes.
calls you out
Yes.
doing something good. And also, to your previous point, it kind of sends your brain that direction.
Yes, what you notice gets, it lights lights up that part of the brain
Yeah.
and releases those feel-good,
Yeah.
chemicals.
Yeah, I like that. Dinner detective. Okay, tell us about bedtime story, add and pass.
So this is where you're making up a story together. Everybody gets an opportunity to contribute. So, the first person can say once upon a time or whatever they want to start off with, and then they prompt the next person and they add on and leave it on a cliffhanger. And then, so the next person goes, and then the dragon,
Yes.
whatever
yes.
it is.
And it picks up from there.
Yeah, but it takes everybody's participation to make it the best it can be.
So when my oldest was really little, I mean, she was a pretty chatty. She had a pretty good vocabulary, 2 or 3. I bought a beautifully bound book that was actually called And Then. And in it were these cards where you would read the story and exactly what you described, right? There was a suspenseful prompt at the end that you would fill in the blank. And I swear Emmy was 3, but she said, we can make up our own better. And I was like, yeah, so that book got tucked under the bed that, that we never to be seen again. And we just used our imaginations from that point forward. And it is fun to see what spills out of their little minds.
Yes.
Ginger, thank you so much. Where can we find more advice from you?
On Instagram, Ginger Healy, LCSW.
And I have to be your Vanna right now because this is a great resource as well.
Yes. For teachers, for parents, there's crossover strategies for school and home on how to connect and strengthen relationships.
This is on your website too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll look for you there. Thank you for the simple ideas.
Oh, you bet.
Easy ways parents and grandparents can form those connections and build those bonds. We're going to link you over to today's conversation from our website, studio5.ksl.com. If you want to review these ideas, even show them to your family, put them up for vote. Which one are we going to try today? The Studio 5 website, we hope, is a great resource for all sorts of ideas, recipes, and inspiration. So please visit often.